Hello everyone, this is Chris Imazo from Nizona Corporation, and today I'm going to be exploring a product in the market here in Japan called Morinaga in protein. So this is a spout pouch that you can open the lid and consume directly from the pouch. It contains 5 grams of protein. That's the main identity of the product, and the product is in jelly form. It's not a jelly like a hard jelly, but kind of dissolves in your mouth when you eat it, so it's very enjoyable. Not so chewy, not liquid, but kind of in between. It's a kind of jelly sort of product, but it pretty much disintegrates when you consume it. Now, the main feature of this product is 5 grams of protein. Here it says low sugar and zero fats. Now, the main item here that they highlight is 5 grams of protein. Now, we're going to take a look at where the protein comes from. One pouch contains 180 grams, like we can see here in the nutritional facts. In Japan, we are not obligated to disclose a lot of nutritional facts when it comes to food products, but this item in particular has a very nice set of details. Energy, 35 kilocalories, therefore is a very low calorie product. Check on that. Now here is the protein content, 5 grams per pouch. If you look at the total content of a pouch, it's a 180 gram pouch. Therefore, if we divide 5 grams divided by 180, we can see that the amount of protein in a blend, in a percentage, is 2.77% of protein. Now, where does the protein come from? If we look at the description of the ingredients here, we can see that the protein comes from whey powder. Whey powder is an animal-derived form of protein. It's a derivative from the production of cheese, very common in the dairy industry. This whey powder has been imported actually from the United States and is the main source of protein. Now, how do they come up with 5 grams of protein from whey powder? Usually, whey powder contains anywhere between 70 to 80% of protein. That means to come up with 5 grams of protein, pure protein, I estimate that this should be around, 6.5 to 7.5, maybe even 8 grams of whey powder per pouch. If we go, for example, 7 grams divided by 180, and then we multiply that by 100, we can see that the percentage of whey powder per pouch is 3.88%. So we can just ballpark 3.5 to 4% of whey powder per pouch. That is an indication that this item, for commercial reasons or for perhaps technical reasons, decided to blend up to 4% or even less than 4% of whey powder per pouch. Why is that? Well, because in order to come up with a formulation like this or a product like this that needs to be tasty, obviously, and needs to have jelly form, we need to blend a lot of other ingredients in it, including, for example, like we can see here in this item, we can see a lot of agar, which is a jellifying agent to give the product a texture, and other forms of jellifying agents listed here, in addition to obviously sweeteners, in this case stevia, sucralose, and acesulfame potassium. Those are the 3 sweeteners in this product. In addition to that, there's more gelling agents. Here is glucomannan is one jellifying agent that they use here. And I estimate that these jellifying agents are perhaps 30 to 40% of the blend of the pouch, meaning a third of the content of the whole 180 gram pouch should be these jellifying agents to give it the thick texture of the jelly. That, in addition to obviously water to mix the whole thing. In addition to that, here this product contains other nutrients, such as a bunch of vitamins, right? And a little bit of, here we can see a little bit of lactobacillus bacteria. but I estimate that these ingredients are pretty much like sub ingredients to accompany the main star of the show, which is the protein. So, therefore, when it comes to a product like this, or all of these products, for that matter, we are looking at a product that contains um, a lot of additives that are required in order to give the product its texture, its enjoyable texture in the mouth. In addition to that, the ingredients necessary to give the product its taste and its sweetness that are required in order to come up with a final formulation. So when it comes to making a protein or a jelly product with us at Nizona Corporation, we need to look at all these different aspects of a product: the texture, the flavor, the cost, and technicalities. For example, this item comes in an aluminum composite folder pouch, right? And this kind of material needs to be heated at high temperature in order to secure food safety. And this is actually a requirement of the United States Food and Drug Administration. You can't just put jelly in it and close it up. It needs to be heated at high temperature, and usually high temperature degrades certain forms of protein that we need to secure that survive the high temperature process. In addition to that, the product needs to be stable for a shelf life, at least 1 year. And meeting all these requirements, plus making the product enjoyable in texture and high in nutrition, poses significant challenges that we need to balance at once. So the next time that you consider manufacturing a product in this category, please look up at these requirements and the regulatory requirements of your country so that we can work together to meet them accordingly. Thank you very much for listening.